NASA's been caught with images they weren't supposed to release, showing something that breaks every rule of physics: an interstellar comet, 3IATLAS, with its tail pointing towards the sun. That should be impossible. And yet, here it is, moving with uncanny precision through our solar system, vanishing just when scientists could finally study it. If it isn't just a comet, then what is it? They're calling it 3I/ATLAS, the third interstellar object ever detected by human eyes. But unlike the two that came before it, this one behaves differently. Its velocity is unnaturally precise, as if someone, or something, calculated its path with purpose. It doesn't drift like random space debris. It navigates. When astronomers first plotted its route, they couldn't believe what they saw. 3I/ATLAS passes near Mars, grazes the orbit of Venus, then arcs toward Jupiter before diving behind the sun. That kind of path doesn't happen by accident. It's an engineered route, like a reconnaissance mission across the solar system. What's even stranger is its disappearance. Just when Earth's telescopes were perfectly aligned to capture its closest point, it slipped behind the sun, out of view, leaving scientists blind at the exact moment clarity was within reach. Was it pure coincidence or deliberate timing? And then there's the energy signature. Unlike ordinary comets, 3I/ATLAS emits almost no volatile gases, just a faint trail of inert dust. It's silent, stealthy, moving through the void, without the usual cometary activity that screams, "I'm melting in sunlight." It's as if it knows how to hide. Astronomers are baffled, governments are quiet, and the world is starting to whisper, what if it's not a rock from another star, but a message? The public wasn't supposed to see these images, but someone inside NASA and someone at the Vera Rubin Observatory thought the world deserved the truth. What they leaked was more than data, it was a warning. In the photographs, 3I/ATLAS appears unnatural. Its tail, a stream of fine dust, is pointing towards the sun. Every physics textbook says the sun's radiation should push a comet's tail away. Yet here it is, defying the very forces that shape space. Even stranger, there's no detectable gas. Comets normally roar with escaping vapors as they heat up, releasing plumes that glow in telescopes. But 3I/ATLAS is silent, only dust, drifting like ash in the vacuum. That silence makes scientists uneasy, because it suggests it's either frozen solid beyond known limits or artificially shielded. Size estimates put it at up to 5.6 kilometers across, large enough to overshadow most comets we've ever studied. A mass of that magnitude, traveling at interstellar speeds, is not something we could ever stop. And then there's the timing. Just as its brightness should be peaking, giving humanity the clearest view of its strange form, it slips perfectly into the narrow blind zone behind the sun. No telescope on Earth can track it while it hides there. The precision of this maneuver is unnerving. Whoever leaked the images broke protocol, risking careers, maybe more. But maybe they understood something the public hasn't yet. This approaching visitor isn't just another comet. It's following a plan, and plans have authors. When astronomers traced the path of 3I/ATLAS across the night sky, the numbers stunned them. Its trajectory doesn't follow the chaotic curves of random comets. It's almost too perfect. The object passes near Mars, then swings close to Venus, before cutting across Jupiter's orbit, all in one smooth, deliberate arc. To some, it looks like celestial beauty, but to others, especially those who study space engineering, it looks like design. That route isn't random. It mirrors the kind of mission NASA or ESA might plan to study multiple planets in a single sweep, an optimized path that saves fuel and maximizes observation time. The difference? 3I/ATLAS is doing it on its own. At Harvard, simulations ran day and night trying to understand the odds of this orbit forming naturally. The result was chilling, less than 1 in a billion, statistically impossible. That led to a quiet but growing suspicion. What if this isn't a comet at all, but something constructed to look like one? Its velocity adds to the mystery. Instead of losing momentum as it enters the sun's gravitational grasp, 3I/ATLAS maintains a steady, almost calculated speed. It navigates the system with precision, avoiding major disruptions from planetary pulls, as though pre-programmed to follow this path. One astrophysicist described it perfectly. If you wanted to send a probe to observe 3 planets, and you only had one shot to do it, this is exactly the trajectory you'd choose. Coincidence? Perhaps. But if it's not, then someone or something designed this journey with intent. And if that's true, humanity may be witnessing not a cosmic accident, but a mission. One directed right through the heart of our solar system. As the scientific community debates, military channels have gone silent. The U.S. Space Command, usually quick to reassure the public about potential threats, has issued nothing. No statements, no alerts, not even a denial. That silence is louder than any warning. High-level defense analysts have started whispering their own theories. What if 3I/ATLAS isn't just being observed, but used? Some believe the object's arrival is serving as a simulation, a live rehearsal for a real cosmic threat, a test to measure global readiness, tracking systems, and rapid response under international secrecy. But there's a darker possibility. 3I/ATLAS moves far too fast for modern intercept technology. If it were to change direction, or if something were controlling it, no missile, no probe, no spacecraft could reach it in time. It's beyond our technological reach, and perhaps deliberately so. Could it be a natural phenomenon that governments are exploiting for strategic advantage? Or is it something they don't fully understand and fear to reveal? Either way, when global powers go silent, it's never because they have answers. It's because they're afraid of the questions. Officially, the discovery of 3I/ATLAS was an accident. A faint object, first spotted at the Vera Rubin Observatory, buried deep in a stream of nightly data. But behind closed doors, researchers uncovered something unsettling. Images of the same object appearing years earlier in archived datasets. They had been there all along, overlooked or hidden. Once the data resurfaced, every major observatory began chasing it. Yet the more telescopes joined the effort, the less sense the results made. Its light curve didn't match any known comet or asteroid. Its reflectivity was irregular, as if different parts of its surface were made from completely different materials. Computer models failed one after another. Simulations predicting how it should behave under solar radiation, how it should rotate, shed gas, or fragment, all came back wrong. The comet wasn't following the rules. It never released visible jets, and its spin remained unnervingly stable, as if something inside was controlling it. Now, the investigation has gone global. NASA's James Webb, along with instruments like TESS and SWIFT, are gathering multi-spectrum data, infrared, ultraviolet, radio. They're searching not just for its path, but for its origin. Researchers hope that by decoding its spectral signature, the chemical fingerprint of its composition, they'll glimpse the truth about where 3I/ATLAS came from, and maybe what else is out there. In the sterile glow of laboratories around the world, scientists are chasing a single clue, the tiniest ratio that could solve a cosmic mystery. Inside the faint dust trail of 3I/ATLAS, hidden in its frozen remnants, lies the balance between 2 atoms, deuterium and hydrogen. That simple ratio can reveal where in the galaxy an object was born. And if early measurements are right, 3I/ATLAS didn't come from anywhere near us. Its isotopic fingerprint doesn't match the sun or the outer planets, or even our local stellar neighborhood. It's older, perhaps 7 billion years old, born in a star system that existed long before Earth took form. That means this thing has been drifting through the void for longer than human history can comprehend. Before our language, before our sun lit the sky, this object was already moving, waiting. Its composition could hold secrets of ancient stars. Materials formed in the explosions that seeded life across the galaxy. Silicates, metals, frozen gases, all untouched since the dawn of time. To scientists, it's less a comet and more a time capsule, a physical record of the universe before we existed to witness it. But there's another layer to the mystery. Some physicists now believe interstellar objects like this might not be random debris at all. Perhaps they're messengers, carriers of information embedded in their atomic patterns. Messages not in words, but in chemistry. If that's true, 3I/ATLAS isn't just passing through our solar system. It's communicating across eternity. 3I/ATLAS isn't the first visitor from beyond our solar system, and that's what truly worries scientists. Because every time something crosses into our cosmic neighborhood, the story gets stranger. In 2017, there was Oumuamua, the first interstellar object ever detected. It accelerated as it left our solar system, but no one could explain why. No outgassing, no propulsion, just an invisible push, like it was adjusting its course. Then came Borisov in 2019, behaving normally at first, until it split apart without warning, scattering pieces unlike any known comet composition. Now 3I/ATLAS shows a third anomaly, a trajectory so refined and deliberate that randomness seems impossible. 3 visitors, 3 mysteries, 3 violations of everything our models predict. Some astronomers have started calling it the trilogy of the impossible, each one arriving a little stranger, a little more advanced, like steps in a sequence. Are these coincidences in time and design, or are we witnessing a pattern unfold? If that's the case, then 3I/ATLAS isn't just another interstellar traveler. It's part of something larger, a chain of cosmic events or communications. And the next link in that chain might be closer than we think. All the questions surrounding 3I/ATLAS are about to reach their climax. On October 29th, 2025, the object will swing behind the Sun in what astronomers call perihelion, its closest point to our star. For several days, Earth-based telescopes will be completely blind. No one on our planet will be able to see it. During that blackout, 2 things could happen. 3I/ATLAS might disintegrate under the extreme solar heat, scattering pieces of itself across space, or it might remain intact, defying every calculation, emerging from behind the Sun as if nothing happened. If it fractures, scientists could finally analyze its composition and origin through the debris. But if it stays whole, it raises a darker possibility that its internal structure isn't made of the same fragile ice and rock that form ordinary comets. NASA plans to monitor the event indirectly, not from Earth, but through instruments aboard spacecraft near Mars and Jupiter. Those are the only vantage points with a clear line of sight. Teams will be using the James Webb and other orbital observatories to detect even the faintest trace of light, radiation, or motion. And this is where it gets even stranger. The last time we lost sight of an interstellar object, Oumuamua, we never saw it again. It vanished into the darkness. If 3I/ATLAS follows the same pattern, it could slip past our Sun and disappear forever, leaving us only with data, speculation, and the unsettling feeling that we just witnessed something not meant for us to understand. One thing is certain: whatever happens in the coming weeks could change astronomy and our perception of the cosmos forever. For scientists, 3I/ATLAS is more than frozen dust and rock. It's a messenger, a silent traveler carrying the fingerprints of ancient worlds, crossing light years to reach us. It has already done something rare in our fractured world. It has united astronomers, researchers, and dreamers across continents, all chasing the same question: what is it really? Maybe we will never know the full truth. Maybe it will vanish behind the Sun and never return, leaving us with fragments of data that only deepen the mystery. Or maybe in its final pass through our skies, it will reveal something that forces humanity to rewrite what we think we know about our place in the universe. 3I/ATLAS reminds us that space is not empty. It's full of stories billions of years old, waiting for someone to listen. The real question is, Are we ready to hear them? And now, I want to hear from you. What do you think 3I/ATLAS is? A wandering relic of a dead star, or something with purpose? Drop your theories in the comments. Share this video with anyone who loves mysteries, and subscribe so you don't miss the moment we see 3I/ATLAS emerge or disappear forever. Because the next chapter in this story isn't written yet, and we might be watching it unfold in real time.